You ever seen a Liar Liar? Great way to start the walk. Dying. Y'all, it's so hot. I'm up. I'm clearly dehydrated. My lips are chapped. Now I got a dry cough. Yay, I'm dying on live. Oh. There's another one. They must have some that come and take money and oh my god. I know. What the hell, man? I've been doing this all day. There's the second Brinks truck. We were talking about how easy it would be to rob a bank earlier. I didn't understand how those two Brinks trucks were robbed. Now that I've sat here and watched them come and go, I completely understand how they were robbed. All systems are down. So my total in the food line was $2,630. No, I'm joking. That's about how much it costs to buy a plate of food nowadays. $16.39 for 9 items. Look what I got. I'm excited. I'm gonna make a really good salad. I don't know when. Huh? Oh God. My bike's chained up. I ain't trying to deal with this shit today. I just want to be able to show you my groceries. It's hot, y'all. Alright. So, $16 for 9 items. Honey ham, brown sugar honey ham to make a sandwich with. Red onions, those are perfect to top a salad with. You're gonna want those in your salad. Candied jalapenos to go on top of the salad. They look really good. You can tell it's hot out here because the jars are getting all steamy from the heat. So, this stuff's gonna have to go in a fridge. I won't have access to it around the clock, but I'll have access to it like maybe 30 minutes every other day or every day. I also got, for salads, I also grabbed $10 for laundry because we need to do that this week. Also got another onion. Thing's huge. Oh, ginger. I need water. Oh, yes. This is the best thing for PMS. I'll feel better in like 20 minutes. It's crazy how that cures heartburn and everything. Hello? This old thing, it came from Goodwill. So ginger, some kiwi, garlic, because I'm going to roast that for a spread, sweet potato, and an onion. The candied jalapenos and the red onions are for the salads. Oh, and I got coffee beans for a snack, chocolate. I'm so grateful for those. So cute. $16 for some damn vegetables and jalapenos, pickled jalapenos. Isn't that crazy? Well, for those that don't know how things work over here, let me tell you. Hello, Kim. I hope you have a great day, too. Love you. Don't come over here being weird. Hello, good afternoon. Is that Rosalinda? Lord. Y'all, it's hot. My stomach hurts. I don't feel good. I probably need some water, homie. I ain't had much of that today. And I just ate a whole handful of ginger. Half a handful. 2 big old chunks. I need to go back in there and get some water, y'all. Something cold. I wish there was somewhere around here to get a damn drink. There ain't. You can't even get a cup of ice in this damn town. Gotta go all the way down the stores. Hell, that one store around the corner, he don't even have ice. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's weird. They don't. None of the little bodegas around here carry ice. Those machines that have the ice and the soda, they don't even carry them. Crazy. Probably because people are pampered around here. You know, they really are. A lot of generational wealth, a lot of pampered people. Alright, let's go find the water for pass out from dehydration. Lord have mercy. Poor thing can barely get in the damn store. Bless her heart. Oh, that's why you gotta take care of yourself. Lord. Where's the phone? Yo, I'm tired. I'm starting to get a headache. Probably because I done had 500 milligrams of damn caffeine. Well, hell, I wouldn't have been able to do all this if I didn't. What do you think I am, a spring chicken? People really just be acting like I'm not almost 40. They expect too much from me, honey. I'm tired. My hips hurt. They really do. Oh, sitting on concrete. They really do. Well, we're getting water, Dory. I don't want one of them big ones. I want a little one. I don't want to have to carry all that around. I gotta carry all this around. Shamu. Sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't. Usually they have. There it is. And they got them on You too, Paige. You have a great day. I think Food Line changed some stuff with their rewards program, y'all. So it said 5 for $5, right? But when I bought it, it was $1.50. But I put in my MVP card, and it was still $1.50 when it said it was going to be 5 for $5. And usually, if you just buy one of the item and they have it on special, then you still get it for the specialty price. The past few times I've been in Food Line, I noticed that if you didn't buy the full 5 items, that they don't give you the discount now. What the hell is up with that? So let's say they got Idaho potatoes, you know, them instant mashed potatoes. They're actually really good. Mama used to make those. And I make mean homemade mashed potatoes, but when you're raising a family, it's quicker to just buy the Idaho instant potatoes. So hypothetically, let's say that they have them on sale, buy 2 for $3. Well, you don't need 2, so you buy 1 thinking that it's $1.50. But for some reason, you get it up there and it rings up $1.85, the original price. Do you see what I'm saying? But back in the day, it would have been $1.50. I don't understand what's going on, but that's weird. So if you don't buy 2 of them, then you don't get the specialty price. I think they changed it, y'all. I really do, because the past few times I've been in here, I bought singular items that were on sale, and I did not get the specialty price when I put in my MVP card. We'll have to test it out the next time we're in here and really pay attention to it. But back in the day, if they had an item like this that was 5 for $5, it was only $1. How was this $1.60? Weird. I think they changed it. I really do. I think they changed it. And it does matter to me because Food Line used to be the best place to shop. In recent years, they've gotten so expensive. I mean, they're unaffordable. They're up there with damn Publix nowadays. It's ridiculous. It's like, wait a second. When did Food Line get expensive as hell? I mean, really. They used to have all those buy one, get one frees, BOGO items. You know, blah, 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 blah. Oh, God, I'm not on the seat. Oh, God. We like to die. Hold on. I can't apparently bicycle and run my mouth. God, I like face planet, honey. That damn seat gripped my thunder thighs and ripped me forward, and I wasn't ready. It like to throw me over the damn handlebars with this weight on my back. And then the buggy's got down 2 pounds of pickled peppers in it. There's pickled jalapenos and pickled onions. What's in the basket, little girl? Pickled peppers. Oh, God. The cops will never believe me if they roll up trying to search my basket. No, you can't search my basket. You got a warrant to search this basket, boy. I ain't got nothing in there but pickled peppers anyways. Wasn't there a rhyme? Peter likes to pick pickled peppers. Oh, man. There was a rhyme. I remember there was a rhyme. Peter pecked. Oh, shit. Peter picked a peck of pickles. Oh, man. How many pecks of pickles did Peter peck? Do y'all remember that? It was something about picking peppers, and it was a nursery rhyme. Oh. Peter picked a peck of pickles. Damn it. I'm going all the way around this building for nothing. How do I get through here? Listen, we're going to go over here, but I got to keep my mouth shut. Oh. Sorry. Oh, staying cool out here. It's hot. How many pickled peppers did Peter pick? Listen, all I know is that my brain doesn't have room for all of that. I'm lucky to remember Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Oh, I got heartburn like a mofo, y'all. God, I'm sick of feeling like this every day. 20 days out of the month. Oh, how many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? Peter Piper, that's what it was. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. Thank you, Rachel. And, there's a pickle in my boot. Oh my God, what are the chances? We're talking about pickled peppers, and there's a channel name. There's a pickle in my boot. So fitting. I bet I got stuff in my teeth from that chicken salad. People are really bothered by my mere existence. That's crazy. I don't think Dr. Pepper has any pickled peppers, but they do have Dr. Pepper beef jerky. It's one of my favorites. Oh God. Y'all, it's so cloudy. So many clouds today. I think it's gonna rain. I'm tired. This heat's killing me, homie. It really is. It be killing me. I wonder what it's setting at. Hello? Hello, hello. Hey, Heather. It's hot. Hey, Sonja. It's hot out here, y'all. Water. Oh, man, my bag's open. I'm gonna do Pedialyte. Pedialyte. It's my last one. Pedialyte Sport. Damn, that's really good actually. It might make me feel better. I wasn't feeling so hot. I think I had too much caffeine. It happens. I'm PMSing. You gotta do what I mean, you know, the alternative is hard drugs. So, I think too much caffeine is okay. Because there was no other option, okay? I had to power through the day. I had to get all this shit done. I don't feel like it. I don't even want to exist. Oh. Sometimes it just hurts to exist, you know? Sometimes you just wake up suffering. And then you go to bed suffering. After eating dinner and suffering. Okay? Life is suffering. Buddha. Hey, but it's a blessing. Yeah, it sucks. But your life is still a blessing. You know? There's actually a hair salon right there. But it looks like where Mama goes and gets her hair permed, you know? I wonder what a perm would look like on me. Curls. Mama used to perm her hair. Curly as hell. Thick, tight 80 curls. And then tease it out after she cut her bangs. The whole thing. I need a haircut. I need a haircut bad. I'm feeling better now that I got this water in me. I think I was dehydrated. Probably. For every ounce of coffee that you have, you're supposed to, or every ounce of espresso, you need 5 cups of 8 ounces of water to rehydrate for an ounce of espresso. And for every cup of black coffee, you need 5 cups of water as well to rehydrate from that 8 ounces. So what is that? What is 8 times 5? I'm not a math magician. Shut up. I can figure it out if you give me a pen and paper. 8 and 8, 16, 16, 16, 32 plus 6, 8. That'd be 40 ounces. It'd be 40 ounces. You need 40 ounces of water to replenish from 8 ounces of caffeine. The more you know. You're welcome. That's why you feel like crap right now. You need 40 ounces of H2O. Ask me how I know. Because I had 8-ounce cups of coffee. And now I'm upside down on my hydration for the day. And I feel like ass in a glass. With no H2O. Oh, for real though. You need 40 ounces of water. They say 5 cups of 8 ounces of water to replenish from 8 ounces of coffee. And an ounce of espresso. You don't say. Maybe, just maybe. That's why I feel like crap all the time. Probably. Probably. Eight ounces of water. Damn, I didn't think about it like that. That's 40 ounces of water to rehydrate you from that 1 cup of coffee. That's crazy. No wonder we all feel like trash. And then I be popping them caffeine pills too. Caffeine shots. God almighty. No wonder my kidneys hurt. Well, what's the alternative? Okay. Death. the alternative, man? Caffeine, keeping America running. Caffeine, killing American kidneys. Killing American kidneys. Oh, God. What's the alternative? You know, there's actually an answer. The alternative would be a proper diet, proper sleep, and lots of water. And I wouldn't need no caffeine at all. It's the truth. It's the truth. You know, this condition that I have today is temporary. In about 6 to 9 days from now, I'm going to be bicycling 20 miles a day again. And I won't need no caffeine. I'll be high on life and everything will be alright. But today, I have a condition. I'm in a condition. I'm indisposed at the moment. But it's okay. We'll snap back. We do every month. I mean, you've only witnessed like 24 months of this, so you should know the flow by now. You should know that this is the down part of the roller coaster, okay? We're just coasting for the next week. And then we'll start heading back up that mountain. It does suck. It does suck. I always wonder what I'd feel like without it. Like, how easy life would be if I didn't have him. Probably had it for 15 years before I was diagnosed. It's crazy. So as it turns out, I was the problem. Ah, that's funny. As it turns out, I was the problem. Oh, God. That's funny. Oh. I'm so proud of myself for not smoking right now. I'm doing a good job. There. I've never burnt a bridge in my life unless it was against somebody who was a piece of trash. Okay. Oh, why is it called burning a bridge when you cut toxic people out of your life? I think that's a smart decision. Anyone asking irrelevant questions will be blocked. Thank you, Michael. I hope you're doing well. Why would I tell y'all anything? Y'all got me fired from my job. Y'all got my truck taken over lies. Why would I tell y'all anything? You think I'm gonna live in insanity like y'all? No, honey, I learned from my mistakes. You'll never know shit about my life again. The truth, I'm homeless. Okay? You see it? No. And the shit that I got coming, you really won't know anything about me. My new page? Yeah. You know, it's crazy. Nobody's saying, oh, Brooke, how are you staying dry? How are you staying clean? I hope you're doing okay. It's hot out there. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Nobody's genuinely concerned about my safety. I've already noticed that, you know, because I got stalked for, what, a year before the internet admitted that I was being stalked? I have nothing for you people. It was my own fake-ass following that even put me into this situation. Y'all don't deserve to know anything about my life. Every time I even say that I'm going to the gym or the grocery store, the cops show up because y'all hate yourselves. Yeah, that's why they hate me, because I still look good, even fucking homeless. They thought that that truck made me. They thought that my house made me. They thought that those clothes made me. No, honey. See, that's the great thing about cultivating your soul. You end up knowing who you are and what you stand for. And you stand on ground. And your intrinsic value is where your value lies in you. Y'all put more weight into my looks than I ever have. As it turns out, river water is some of the best water for bathing and showering. It's actually what we're supposed to be bathing in. That's why my hair looks better. Not to mention I have hair oil. That was one of the first items that I buried in the woods. But, thank you, Corey. Yeah, as it turns out, Goose, you're supposed to be showering in the rain. It'll do the body some good, like electrolytes. Yeah, if anybody thinks for a damn minute that when I get a new car that you're even going to know what kind of car I drive, you're crazy. You're crazy. Yeah, the rivers, the streams, it's wonderful for your skin. Your hair. And it's great for just like medicinal healing. Like, the elements is good for healing. People so worried about how I'm keeping groceries cold instead of being grateful that I can. Does that not tell you how evil these fuckers are? They're not grateful for me being able to have somewhere that I can keep stuff cold so that I don't die in the heat. They're just all up in my business, wanting to know who it is, where it is, how I do it. You suck my cock. I don't have one, but it's bigger than yours. Ain't it crazy? Instead of being grateful that I won't die out here and I have a way to freeze water so that I'm not dying in the summer heat, instead of being grateful for me, no, they're just trying to figure out how they can fuck that up. That's why they're asking. Who can they call now so that the poor girl don't even have access to a fucking fridge? I've lost everything. Everything. Anything that I reveal going forward, people need to be grateful for. Because I don't know if I ever will. This might be my channel now. Like, this might be all that you see from now on. I've lost my truck. I've been to jail for crimes I didn't commit. I just got that case dismissed. I've lost everything. Why would I want to share anything with people who clearly need to worry about themselves? Because if they worried about themselves, then they wouldn't be in my comment section spreading hate, honey. When do I ever come here and spread hate? Hold on, I'll wait. When have I ever come here and spread hate? Yeah, no one can say that I can because I never have. I don't start shit, but I will finish it. And I think the worst part is that I can't actually put my hands on some of you fuckers. Because I would love to. I would love to. I did not lose the truck. Everybody's actions led to me losing the truck. You know, like bitches at Planet Fitness lying on me. You know, like the trolls calling my job and getting me fired. Remember, I had a job 2 months ago, and I didn't even tell people where I worked. I did not even disclose where I worked. Somehow, the internet trolls found out. They called my employer, made up a bunch of lies, bombarded their Google reviews with fake reviews, and I was cut loose. How was that my fault? How can I control what other people do? Some of y'all hate yourselves so much. You literally deny the truth because you operate on feelings instead of facts. The fact is I have no control over other people's actions. There's 20 videos on what happened. You can go find it. My job is on the internet. If you don't like it, then you shouldn't be a channel member. Bye. Bye. The level of ignorance that I have to deal with for money, it's crazy. You think I want to be dealing with these people? It's just crazy, you know? Thank you, Corey. I appreciate it. It's crazy. It's disturbing. I mean, it's disturbing how much people dislike themselves and how their self-hatred spews out into society and how it affects society. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. How hot is it? Thank you, Redneck Nation. I don't know. Probably about... I can't find a job now. I don't have a car. I've already been to court. The charges were dismissed last week. Hello. Cheers. Cheers to that. Cheers to charges being dismissed and having my whole life ruined over a lie because two bitches didn't love themselves. Don't worry, I'm going to have photos and videos and all kinds of content coming on that. You'll get to see these bitches in action. So crazy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's the world we live in, where you can call the law and lie and ruin somebody's life. Literally. Twice it's happened to me. Twice. I don't understand what can compel a person to do something so destructive to somebody. I don't. I have a conscience. I could never have I ever lied on somebody like that. You know what I mean? Ever. Ever. You know, it's crazy because people come here and lie, not realizing that I've actually disclosed my financial records. And there's a record of all my truck receipts. On this channel, I sure did. I'm such an honest person that I decided to post screenshots and pictures of my bills, thinking that it would help me in the long run. Whoo! Wouldn't you know it, that everything gets turned around on me. Everything. So even though I have clear receipts of making my truck payment, there's still idiots that want to come here and spread lies. Because other people are scammers, because other people lie, they want to come here and say that I do because they don't have the capacity to comprehend what this is like. My one wish for society is for people to start loving and respecting themselves and to become more loyal towards each other. It's disturbing how decrepit society has become. And as we all know, it's because they operate on feelings and not emotions. Emotions and feelings instead of facts. Most people let their emotions rule them. Probably should have bought 2 of these or 5. I didn't feel like toting them around. Everything's so heavy. Y'all, I don't know why, but now that I don't have a car, everybody's been telling me about their car problems. I walked into the coffee shop, the Mad Bean, my favorite coffee shop. It's like the only coffee shop, but it's my favorite. They have really good stuff. I walked into the Mad Bean, and the girl that was working behind the counter, she's great. I said, I think it's going to rain or something. I was like making small talk as I was paying for my coffee. And I said, I think it's going to rain. And she's like, God, I hope not. She's like, my car leaks. And I was like, what is it, your sunroof? And she's like, no, it's probably like, you know how like there's like that rubber seal. She said that it's like the water, when it starts raining, it's like coming through, hitting her when she's driving because the seal is not sealed properly. And she said that it actually leaks in several places. It's like, Jesus Christ. We all out here struggling. It reminds me of the girl from the Mexican restaurant that I ate at, and she was telling me that her AC is broken, this heat. She said she needed like $500,000 to fix it. Probably just need Freon. That's probably what Freon costs nowadays. Lord. Ridiculous. Mine was $1,200 to fix. They sent me a letter and said they're going to auction off the truck. So that's good. I feel sorry for whoever buys it because the transmission ain't going to last another 50,000 miles. Shit, sometimes you get in it and damn go to get into second gear and it damn starts locking up and shit starts acting weird, man. I think that they knew it was a lemon, otherwise they wouldn't have took $20,000 off of the asking price. They were asking over $50,000 for that truck, and I got that truck for $39,000. So you do the math on that. If we're asking 58 and we do a sign-in for 39, what's going on here? Weird, right? Well, I quickly learned within 6 weeks of having the damn thing that it had a transmission issue. Not to mention the gas. I should have not been going through $2,000 worth of gas. It's crazy. It's $500 a week, and that's on the low end. There was times where I had job interviews, all of this is recorded, that I would go from city to city to city doing these interviews, and we would go through a few more gas. We would go through more than $2,000 worth of gas. So something was wrong with it. I was getting like 8 miles to the gallon at one point. Then I got some stuff fixed on it, and it started getting like 16 to 20 miles to the gallon. In my opinion, that's still extremely low. I don't know. I don't know what they're supposed to get. I would think like 21 to 28, but I don't know. When you're only getting 8 miles to the gallon and you're driving 100 miles a day for job interviews and to get Wi-Fi to check your email for jobs, and you're also filling out hundreds of job applications a day, dozens. You go through some gas, honey, at 8 miles a gallon. Oh God, y'all over here talking about money. Like, I don't get it. Oh, hey Crystal, I hope you're having a great day. Oh, I'm tired as hell, y'all. Deadly fish eating bacteria in Florida. I told y'all all the water's contaminated. You know, it's so funny because remember when we went to that museum in South Carolina and that lady started talking about contaminated water? I was like, oh my God, does this woman watch my channel? How does she know? It was just ironic because they had told people fish killing bacteria everywhere the water's been. Deadly bacteria affecting humans in Florida's coastal waters. What did I tell you? Full circle moment. God, I need an editor so bad. We need to go pull video from 9 months ago because I said all the water was contaminated in Florida and it smells like shit. Guess what? I'm going to spell this because I can't say it. V-I-B-R-O. That's one word. VULNIFICUS. And it's bacterium found in warm, brackish seawater. And it's a huge concern in Florida right now because it's a flesh-eating bacteria. I told you to stay out the water. You can thank me later. I knew it. But it's not just the ocean, y'all. It's the water supply. When the water comes out of the tap, it smells like sewage. It smells like a homeless encampment. You can actually cup the water in your hands and you can smell what smells like a homeless encampment in your hands. Anywhere that has large quantities of water, the gym, as soon as you step through LA Fitness's doors, it smells like a porta-john as soon as you step into the gym. Because they have a swimming pool, they have showers, they have saunas, all of which use water. So that smell just, whew, it's rough, man. That was the catalyst for me to end that membership. The smell was so bad I had to end it. I ended up going to Bailey's. So you can get an infection, especially if you have like my shin. I cut my shin open on the bike this morning. You can get an infection if you have open cuts. That wasn't even what I was looking for. I was actually looking about, oh my God, they've had 11 deaths in the past week. I told y'all. The flesh-eating bacteria, Vibrio vulnificus, causes the first deaths in Florida in 2025. I should have tested the water. Damn it. Full Aaron Brockovich moment. I told y'all. 11 cases of this disease, it's the flesh-eating bacteria, have been reported in Florida. Some resulting in 4 deaths. How do I know shit? How do I know? Remember y'all telling me to go swim in the ocean and I said, that water's contaminated. And y'all called me crazy. Remember? I do. There's video of it. If the bacteria infects a person, it causes the skin and soft tissue around the wound to quickly break down. Treatment may require limb amputation to stop the rapid flesh-eating deterioration. So exciting. The infection can be fatal. So exciting. Causes about 80,000 illnesses and 100 deaths every year. Jesus. Here's the problem though. Between 2008 and 2024, 178 people died from this in Florida. Well, that's almost 20 years. Well, we already have more people sick this year than we had die in that 20-year period of time almost. Do you see what I'm saying? So, clearly, it's spreading, and it's this problem is getting worse in recent years than it has been in the past. You don't even want to know the symptoms on this. That wasn't even what I was looking for, and here we go with something else. That's crazy. 17 hours ago, Florida reports deaths from flesh-eating bacteria. Bitch, you wish I was chubby. You wish. Oh, God, I love it. I love it when people expose the fact that they hate themselves. You know what I've never done? Even when I was 200 pounds and a miserable sack of shit, I never went and spread hate on the internet. That takes a certain level of degenerate to even pull off. Anyways, going back to the important shit here. So far this year, 11 people have contracted the flesh-eating bacteria, 4 have died. Doctors warn that these cases are going to spike in August because of the water temperature rise. It is the worst time to get in that water. nasty. Extremely nasty. So the Florida Department of Health actually put out a warning 4 days ago, and then these news articles started talking about this flesh-eating bacteria. So that's the first time we see anything reported was a day ago. But apparently they already had multiple deaths. They just weren't telling the public. You know, because it's bad for tourism if they can't get in the water. And this is their peak summer, you know? Hello, Kimberly. The fact that you're not scared is the problem. You probably shouldn't be listening to the government. You haven't been here long enough to be commenting. Now you're gone, but whatever. People always comment and they ain't even got no skin in the game. So weird. Good afternoon. Hello, Robert. No skin in the game. I'll open the Kool-Aid. Don't even know the flavor. Oh, I knew it. Good thing I didn't get in there, because I always got cuts on my body. I'm always outside. I'm always doing something fun in the sun. I'm wondering if I want to bike up there, if I just want to continue to be lazy. I might just continue to be lazy. Nothing really wrong with that. Some people are so slow. God, pull in there, boy. You ain't got nothing you gonna hit. Bless his heart. God, Jesus. So it looks like the CDC put out a warning. Guess what? 1 in 3 children are pre-diabetic now. 1 in 3. That's millions of children. Millions. One in 3 children diagnosed have pre-diabetes, says the CDC. That's what they want. They want every child to have diabetes so that they can sell them diabetes medication, honey. People are pissed about the Epstein list. It's so crazy how I called that shit. I literally said 2 months after he won the presidency, I said I didn't like how things was going, and it had a lot to do with Elon Musk and the way that things was going down. Remember when he allowed Elon Musk to come into the White House and start running Doge, and all of the lefties had a problem with it, and I actually spoke up for the lefties. I said, whoa, wait a minute, if that was us and the role was reversed, y'all would be pissed that Biden had some leftist loser in there doing the same thing that Elon was. Remember that? And then Trump picked who he was going to have working where in the DOJ and all of that, the FBI. And I told you guys, I said, I don't like Pam Bondi. She's flaky. She's fake. She rides the fence. She's phony, right? Remember that? There's video of that. I need an editor. And sure enough, look what's going on. She literally lies through her teeth. You can see when she's lying through her teeth because she's literally making up the lies as she goes along. It's crazy. I called it. I guess real recognize fake. You know what I mean? Not necessarily. That bag of fruit was much cheaper than all that car horn. Yeah, fruit is much cheaper than Debbie cakes. You can get an apple or an orange for less than $1. A Debbie cake is $1.50. Not necessarily. Bananas are damn 26 cents a banana. Not necessarily. I think people just say that. Now, if we're talking about cooking a healthy meal, yeah, it might be more expensive if you're buying damn tofu and steak and chicken. Absolutely. But when we're talking about snacking, actually healthier snacks are cheaper. Trail mix can be extremely cheap in comparison to Skittles or a Snickers or a bag of chips. A bag of Doritos is what, like $2.50 nowadays? I can get a really nice mix of trail mix for $1.50. So I guess it just tomato to each their own. It depends on if you're cooking meals or if you're snacking, I suppose. There are a lot of healthy options that people think are healthy that are actually not healthy. Specifically things like Halo ice cream. Just go ahead and eat some regular ice cream. Stop spending $6 for a damn pint. Stupid. It's crazy. It's not a healthier option. It's a stupider option. It don't even make sense. It don't even taste like ice cream. It's not even the same consistency. Wasted $6. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that they market as healthy that's not. And it's expensive for no reason. Just because they market it as healthy, they claim that they can charge more for it, and they do. It's actually cheaper to buy fruits and vegetables. Thought it was going to rain. Now the sun's coming back out. I don't like it. At all. That sweet potato was good. So was the chicken salad. I'll probably make a salad tomorrow. Probably just do more tuna. I've got those little pre-made packets with the crackers. I've been doing those quite a bit. You can get them at the Dollar Tree. So do y'all remember the other day I mentioned something about there was like a bunch of New York officers that were fired because some of y'all wonder why you're single. I'm just here to tell you it's because you talk to women, right? Disrespectful. I wish I could see you in person because I'd punch you in the throat. I sure would. How much you want to bet I wouldn't? Then come and meet me. Let me do it on live so there's a record of it. Let me actually catch the crime I do on camera so people know that I actually did it this time. Because the last 2 times I was innocent. And actually the last time I caught it on camera and that's what saved my ass. You know, ain't it crazy? They are. People are. I'm out of water already. New York Supreme Court judge has granted a temporary restraining order preventing the NYPD from firing nearly 36 police officers. All of them were illegal and they did not pass their background check. What could go wrong with criminals trying to implement law and order? What could go wrong? I mean, we already know that half of them are corrupt, right? If you don't know, let me tell you. Yeah, they are. And it's very interesting that New York, the NYPD, would choose to hire illegal immigrants who did not pass a background check. It's just crazy. The reversal comes after the NYPD officials discovered that 31 officers should have not been permitted to join the force after failing their background. There was a background check. They just failed it. Imagine you get pulled over by a cop and he tries to pin you up on some false charges, and the whole time he's actually a criminal with a badge. I mean, half of them are already like that, so it's not really a surprise. They might not have a criminal record, but they've been committing criminal acts since they were born, and it's human nature. I mean, it's crazy. So they failed their background checks, and they were still hired by the NYPD. But I can't find a damn job. This don't make no damn sense. Damn, I should have just went to New York, applied to be a police officer. Maybe I'd have a damn job by now. Apparently they don't care about felonies. You can't make this shit up. 31 officers were criminals, and they were hired by the NYPD. The officers hired between 2023 and 2024, you don't say, had received a final notice of disqualification for various reasons during the application process during becoming part of the NYPD. Despite failing their background checks, they were able to enter the police academy. I gotta work smarter, not harder. I wonder if they're still hiring. God, at least I'd be one of the good ones. You know? Some of the disqualifying reasons include lying about their criminal convictions, past arrests, and license suspension, as well as hiding firearms. Well, damn, let's just go to damn El Salvador and get all of those MS-13 gang members, and we can just bring them back over here and give them badges and guns. You cannot make this shit up. So they're literal criminals with badges and guns. I mean, and we kind of knew this. The NYPD has not been the most honorable police department in the United States, just like the LAPD. They have years and years and years of bad, corrupt history, okay? The NYPD said that those officers have been asked to turn in their gun. I mean, it's just so oxymoronic, you know. Felons, specifically, are not supposed to be around firearms. Hey, you officer, felons, you bring your guns in here and relinquish those. They've been asked to resign immediately or face termination. Let's see here. The prior head of the Candidate Assessment Division, Inspector Terrell Anderson, was previously placed on modified duty and was transferred to the Housing Bureau in May. He is under internal investigation and could soon face departmental changes. You don't think we need to fire him? He just hired 31 criminals off the street that were illegal aliens, and you don't think we need to fire him? An NYPD spokesperson released a statement saying, following an internal investigation, the NYPD recently identified officers who joined the department in the past 2 years despite receiving final notices of disqualification during the application process, which is a violation of the law. The department was not legally allowed to hire these individuals and was forced to inform them that they could no longer continue as members of the NYPD. Now, I read in a different report when I initially saw this that only a few of them were illegal aliens. The majority of them were citizens, but they had a prior arrest record, and they were still hired and allowed to go through the academy, despite the fact. However, a Supreme Court judge granted the PBA's temporary restraining order request against the department, which will prevent the firings for now. Y'all, we need to gut the Supreme Court. So a Supreme Court has the Supreme Court says that they can't be fired. So the Supreme Court says, quote, "We are grateful for the pause in these unjust firings, but this is the first step. These police officers did nothing wrong." I think that lying on a job application is illegal. Like, it's grounds for termination. So the fact that they lied about their criminal history is grounds for termination, not to mention that the NYPD, they should have never been hired as officers. So it looks like the Supreme Court is backing the NYPD and saying that these officers shouldn't be fired. The Supreme Court are saying that these officers are valuable to their community. What in the world is going on, y'all? This is crazy. So they're all criminals. They had prior arrest records. They were actually sent disqualification letters. And somehow they still ended up working for the NYPD. And now the Supreme Court is backing Eric Adams' decision not to fire these people, or, you know, New York's decision. Oh, look, people just decided to get out of the bed. Ain't that sad? Could you imagine being such a loser that you just wake up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Oh, so crazy. News with Brooke. I know, I can't believe they were even hired. Brooke does live rent-free in their head. Hey, Sam. It's crazy. It's like, who has the time? This is my job. Thank you. Thank you for supporting my channel. Feel free to donate and like this video for a free way to support. Anytime somebody brings up money, donations, my job, I'm going to just donate to my channel, please. My Cash App is at the top of my channel. Thank you. It's how your girl's able to buy pickled peppers, okay? She needs her pickled peppers for good gut health. They're prebiotics, probiotics. They're fermented, honey. It's great for your gut, like sauerkraut, anything pickled pepper is good for your pancreas. Pickled peppers are good for your pancreas. I don't know. I just know they're good for your health. So I heard. I heard that sauerkraut and all kinds of stuff like that is good for your gut health. Texas. Now you know you lying. Your girl's been on a celibacy kick for like half a decade, okay? That's the great thing about keeping them things closed. And I would advise for everyone to do the same. Until Jesus put your husband in your life, honey. And close them knees like Jesus got a knife to your throat. You hear me? Why are you taking it personal? Are you a bum? You live at home with mom and daddy. Why are you taking it personal? You play video games all day. Why are you taking it personal? Some people work nights. Not the losers that stalk me, honey. They don't have a job. I know it for a fact. Sure is warm out here. Got him a fresh cut. Bye. Oh, let me actually help you there so you can't come back ever. Bye-bye. See you later. Oh, never mind. Lord, what is wrong with people? They bring the worst out of me. That's why I gotta stay away sometimes, because I be ready to scrap for real. Hold my earrings. Where's my hair tie? Let me put my sneakers on. Tuck my lips in. Oh God. That's funny. Tuck my lips because I'm out to fight. That's what you did. That's what your lips are for. They're a mouth guard. That's exactly what your lips are for. To protect you from getting punched in the face. Oh God. Oh no. Y'all don't be mean. Lord. Go stalk J.D. Vance. Yeah, for real. You know he come from a family of addicts. It's a miracle that he's even sane. He did. His mom, I think, was a drug addict, heroin addict. He was raised by his grandparents, I do believe, something like that. He grew up in a tumultuous home. You're amazing. Thank you. My life is probably like, damn, a hyena. I really get going sometimes. I can't help it. I got this guy over here at Hardee's being a creep. I mean, it's literally like a football field away, and I can literally see him hanging out the car. Just all up in my mouth. It's like, damn, dude. I'm safe nowhere. Nowhere. Apparently none of us are. Oh, churches are getting shot up. I mean, it really gets no worse than the churches and the schools. It's so messed up. People are just evil. I think that a lot of conservative people are now waking up and seeing that it doesn't matter what side you're on. Politics, right or left, the right and the left is always going to be more for their own party or the other party before the people. The way that the left and the right have both orchestrated a way to cover up the Epstein list, it goes to show that you can't trust either party, you know? Creeper's gonna creep. Yeah, you can't trust either party. They're working together. They're working together more than they're working for their own people of their party. Do you see what I'm saying? Crooked as hell. Oh, elect us. We'll release the Epstein list, the client list for Epstein. Elect us. And then they get elected and they're like, oh, there is no list. Oh, no. 1 minute they're like, there's a list. It's on my desk. And then they're like, oh, there is no list. It's like, but wait a minute. You just said 12 hours ago that it was set on your desk. Now it doesn't exist. The list that doesn't exist. I need to get a t-shirt. The list that doesn't exist. Where's the Epstein file? Small letters. The list that doesn't exist. I wonder who, I mean, if it's not just Trump that they're trying to cover up for, who could it be? Who is so important that both parties are playing together to try to cover it up? Who could it be? $101. Stay cool out there. Get you some darn electrolytes. You need that. I wonder who could it be? Who else? I mean, Trump is like the biggest world leader. If it's not just him and it's other reasons why they're trying to hide the list, who could it be? I don't even know. I mean, who could it be that would be so, oh my God, I can't, a church leader, maybe people from the Catholic Church. I mean, that's literally the only people I could think of that might make the whole world stop and gasp at who it could be that's on that list. But there's somebody that's on that list other than, maybe it's just Trump, and that's why they're trying to cover it up. I don't know. But if it's other people that they're trying to hide, I'm wondering who would stop the world if their name was realized to be on the list. Because the right and left are working together at this point to cover that list up. That's a fact. Spend your whole campaign running on the lie or promise that you're going to release it, and then you don't do it. It's not a good look for 2028, homie. It's not a good look for 2028. A t-shirt store, I know, right? I know. A lot in Congress. That's what I'm saying. And then you see these stories of Congress approving for these 31 officers who did not pass a background check to be approved for work. And it makes you wonder, like, why would Congress do that? I think you're right. It's probably a lot of Congress and state senators, and y'all already know about the House of Representatives that I've my own personal experience with these people. That was the Republican Party trying to pimp me out, honey. It's all been recorded. The House of Representatives from North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida, and Georgia too. It was several states. They came into a bar that I used to work at here, and they were trying to sleep with me for money. And this was before the Republican local stuff going on here in March of last year, or a year before last. I don't remember what year it was, 3 or 4. It was the year before the big election, so it was the year before. It's crazy. So if they're that way locally, imagine how they behave behind closed doors. I'm just saying. I told y'all. I've been saying it for 2 years, and people's like, oh, you're being fake, you're riding the fence. No, I'm being realistic. It doesn't matter if somebody just claims they're a Republican. It doesn't make them a good person just because they say, oh, I'm a Republican, I'm conservative. There's different levels to it, apparently, because both parties out here acting a fool all the time, doing dirt, hiding stuff, breaking the law, Cocaine in the White House? Are we for real right now? Ugh. I'm dehydrated from hell. My kidneys feel like a dry well. Oh, God. Probably that 500 milligrams of caffeine I had for breakfast. You need that. You need it to work, and work.